PayPal, like, you were supposed to be our savior. Now you're turning your back on us. Yo, what's going on YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We come back at y'all with another vid. What we have here today, man, it's gonna be another little discussion vid, and a lot of the sneaker community has been going crazy over this thing. I've been getting tagged on this topic, and I've been seeing in this couple of the sneaker groups on Facebook and stuff like that. So, anyways, apparently PayPal is changing up their new policy here in the US, and I'm pretty sure around the whole entire world as well, starting effects on July 31st, 2020. If we didn't need more bad news in 2020. Here's this, they gave a couple little different, we're clarifying, so, some policies here. We're clarifying that some items may not be returned to the sellers, or the sellers may be required to accept returns items and pay for shipping costs, so on and so forth, blah blah blah. But the one that really caught my interest was we are excluding items intended for resale. You know what? I make a lot of these videos for you guys for the resale game, and a lot of people always hit me up that they get scammed, so on and so forth. I always say, you know what, man, just use PayPal. PayPal goods and service. Make sure you're good. Then you're fine. Anyways, including single item transactions or transactions that include multiple items from reimbursement eligibility under our purchase protection program. That's the whole key of PayPal, was the protection program, the buyer's protection. That was our only line of defense. And now PayPal, from what I'm reading, this is very vague. It sounds like they're cutting off. They're cutting off the only line of defense for anyone out there. And you know what? Hey, as of me, when I resell, or for people that I know, I mainly use goods and service. I feel like I can always trust people, but then again, it's me, it's different. I have a platform and so on and so forth. So it's okay. People trust me, and I trust you guys because I love y'all. But stuff like that. But this is the video for the everyday Joes out there. This is for the little Timmys out there. This is for the people that's just starting to get into it. This is for y'all. I get a lot of DMs. I've always tell people all the time. I've always tell people, like, hey, whatever it is, just make sure you guys use goods and service. Make sure you guys use PayPal invoice. That's what I've always said in all my videos and everything that I've requested. If you don't know them and you don't trust them, PayPal invoice and PayPal invoice goods and service, then you're good to go. But if they're not, if PayPal is not willing to pay, cover you in the protection fee just because it's over resale, then nah, they're not gonna help you. They're just gonna be like. So for example, for what I'm getting out here and for what I read on the internet, this is what my understanding is. Okay, for example, buyers send money, goods and service, boom boom, to seller, boom boom, seller sends it over to buyer. Buyer decide, hey, these ain't it, this is not good, whatever, that description or not item not found, so on and so forth. They tell, usually you file a claim and you call PayPal up. PayPal be like, okay, cool. And then PayPal finds out, oh, wait a minute, these things are, was for resale. You paid resale, or it was for resale tendency. And they're gonna be like, can't do nothing about it. Good luck. That's it. And what's the point of paying for the fees? I heard that this is just a rumor. Someone said, like, it's possible, like, whatever the claim is, they're only gonna give you resale price instead of retail, or the resale. Like, they'll just give you the retail of the pricing of the shoe. I don't think that's true, but like, how they gonna figure that one out? That's just insane. But either way, this is really bad for the resale game, or just anything in general if you're just buying or selling, because to me this is going to eliminate a lot of just the everyday people out there that's just trying to get into this thing. Let's just say, like, for instance, you're one of those people out there, like, hey, I got lucky on a few lucky ones. You got lucky on the off-whites, right? I have got this from one of my followers. He's like, hey, I sell it to some other Joe Schmo or something like that and sell it, and then he wants to buy it, and then of course not protected. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to do chargeback or so on. I think PayPal is just going to end up being like, nah, what's done is done. So puts a lot of damper for a lot of transactions out there. And a lot of people, use PayPal goods and service. Personally, I always like to use GUA, gifted upon arrival, because like that's you know, I feel like you guys can trust me. So I get the shoe, I look at it, and I feel like, okay, it's cool. Here, I send you the money, and you know, it's cool. But let's just say you don't know them, you're not gonna want to do that, right? You're gonna goods and service. But it just doesn't look like it's gonna cover you, man. It's just one of those things, man. Just, hey, you're a buyer, like, you know, hey, you work hard, you want to just treat yourself, you want to get one of these things. You're like, you know what, I really want these, whatever, I'll pay for it, $700. Here you go. Doom, you get it from a guy. You feel like, no, these ain't it. PayPal's gonna be like, nope, it ain't protected, can't have it. That kind of sucks. So then I don't know what to do now for you guys. Like, seriously, I don't know what way around it. But the information that we're getting right now is very, very vague, and it takes effect on July 31st. So we're gonna see what happens. But I know a lot of people's kind of going crazy about it, and we're just kind of, a lot of resellers are really worried. So I think, long as everyone out there, my advice to you guys is, as long as you guys out there, if you have a good name out there, I think you'll be fine. You know, if you've been doing this for a while, you create like a good reference and stuff like that, you get a good following, you'll be fine. I know a lot of people that sell on IG and so on and so forth. I think you'll be fine, you know? A lot of people's gonna trust you. They're willing to give you Zilla. I prefer Zilla anyways, to be honest. Zilla or Venmo. You know, I think you'll be fine. But if, you know, it's starting off and so forth, man, you're trying to get your feet on the ground, it's gonna be tough, man. Honestly, this is probably gonna be good for the apps. Like, this is gonna be really good for the apps, because people's gonna be like, you know, screw this. It's gonna eliminate all the people that's doing, like, you know, transactions. They're just like, you know, screw this. I just sell it on the app. That's basically, it's safer, I guess, you know, sometimes, because you never know, they might pull a okie doke on you too. So, oh man, it's gonna be tough for everyone out there, man. I don't know what else to tell you guys, man. If you guys ask for my advice, you know, I've always said use PayPal, invoice, and so on so forth. But in the policy, we are requiring buyers to attempt to resolve the issue directly with the sellers prior to filing a claim with us in order for reimburse under their protection program and all that. So, you know, they want people to do it. I hope people out there are actually, you know, genuine people and not, you know, be scammers. But, you know, there are some people out there just willing out there just to scam. So this is gonna be kind of, like I said, man, it's gonna be kind of tough for everyone out there. Hopefully, oh man. Anyways, guys, I really don't know how this is gonna play out. Right now, this is all just kind of speculation and just guessing right now. But apparently, we'll just have to wait and see, bro. It's a new policy, and yeah, it's just not making us all feel safe anymore. You know, it's just not making a lot of people safe right now. It's just like, it's terrible for like everyone, for real. So I don't know. Anyways, guys, be very, very safe out there, guys. You know, be aware. That's the best my advice I can give you guys as of right now, until we kind of figure all this out. Once I can figure this all out, I'll definitely tell you guys. But right now, I don't know, man. It's kind of tough. So, but anyway, guys, well, just stay tuned. We'll see if I can get to do an update or whatever the case is. Or if you guys hit me up on IG, you know, maybe you can give some advice. I mean, I was told, like, hey, if you use invoice, you'll be fine, I guess. Invoice and be very descriptive. But, you know, you do that, then, like, you know, put like in description, you know, you put in description like attend to wear. That's what I heard too, but I'm not sure if that's true. It's all speculation right now. Like I said, we really don't know exactly how it's gonna play out. But right now, what I'm thinking is just, I really think what's happening right now is just that PayPal just don't want to be in the middle, in between everything, between, like, say, a buyer and a seller. That's why they want the buyer and the seller to resolve things on their own. So I think whenever you make a claim or that, they rather that the buyer and seller just handle it themselves. So that's what they say, no more protection fee or anything. They're just gonna be like, if you make a file, you make a claim or that, they're just like, well, figure it out. They think they just had enough. Like, they're like, nah, we ain't doing it no more. We're not in the middle of it. And what about like chargebacks? Because honestly, that happened to me before. I had chargeback by a certain situations happening, and they paid me. A couple weeks later down the road, they charged back on their credit card through my PayPal, and now my PayPal is in negative, and so on and so forth. And luckily, I have a platform that I had to use excessive force, and you know, luckily we got it settled out. So I'm not gonna say anything about that, because you know, as of right now is being handled. But until then, there might be another video about that. So hopefully everything gets. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. I hope this video helped you guys out. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications for when I do drop vids. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media at German Chris on IG. Sometimes I'm on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay safe. I'm German Chris. Peace.